เลยครับให้5 ดาว
วาซาบิไม่มีผงฝรั่ง
วาซาบิไม่มีผง
ไม่มีผลเนี่ย
ไหนว่าไม่มีผล
Greetings everyone. So today's video, how to retire young in Thailand. Now if you're stumbling across my video for the first time, please read the comment sections. I have a very knowledgeable subscriber base. Most of my subscribers are either living in Thailand, have retired, have experience living here, so there's a wealth of additional information that you can find in the comment section, so please feel free to have a look down there. So getting to the topic on hand, how to retire in Thailand. So there's no real sort of easy answer to this question because each person operates different to the next, and this is basically what has worked for me, what has helped me retire in Thailand at the age of 38. Now there's no sort of hardwired access code that everybody follows to achieve success in life. You know, we all have to carve out our own path for success. You know, no two success stories are the same. So what I can offer is my experience and my thought process that allowed me to retire young in Thailand. And what I broke it down to is 4 factors, right? So the first factor, trust. Trust is the most important thing. As I've said in my business video, trust is the most important factor when coming to Thailand because that ties in with number 2, which is business. If you want to retire in Thailand, you got to think business. Coming over and working as a teacher, that you're going to earn 20,000 baht per month, and that's not something that allows you the luxury of a retired life. If you're going to come here in a working capacity, you're really not going to earn the kind of money that would sustain a comfortable life. So you have to apply an approach towards business. And as I've mentioned before, and as anybody who lives in Thailand knows, you can only own 49% of a business. So therefore, when you enter into a business, you have to trust your business partner. And that obviously ties into knowing the person. You know, if it's going to be your Thai wife or a Thai friend, it's going to have to be someone that you've known for a long time and you trust your money with. Relying on business, I mean, I never really had any business practice or sense prior coming over to Thailand because I was a worker. I was a middle-class worker. I worked my whole life, food and beverage, 7-Eleven management, supervision. And it's only when I came over to Thailand with 1,200 baht and a backpack did I adapt and try to understand and figure out the way that the system works in Thailand and go with it. And that in of itself allowed me to develop my own sense of survival skills. You know, I never had survival skills when I went to America because it was a comfort zone. Everything was just thrown at me, you know, and coming to Thailand and having to think on my own 2 feet and adapt and dig down deep to find what motivates me to survive. You know, it was something that I was not accustomed to, and that in of itself allowed me to grow as a person and to become self-sustainable and independent. And that's how business ties in for me. Now obviously business is a very broad subject. There's a lot that can be put into there. Most of the time, you know, expats, retirees, business owners, they go to bars because it's the easiest way to do things, you know. Bars, which I wouldn't recommend, but that's an entire video on itself. I found a very lucrative market, you know, a niche market, which is private tutorship and investing in that. I've got a video on that, which I'll link in the description box if you guys want to look further into that, because I'm not going to delve too much into that. But they'll give you a little bit of insight into how the business is done. Moving on, going into number 3, very important is relationships. When you're in Thailand, you have to build relationships. You cannot just be an independent person and do things by yourself, because that's going to get you nowhere. Because Thailand is a collectivist society. Everybody works together to get things done. And if you're outside of that, you're going to have difficulties. So you have to get yourself into that circle of trust. And what experience do I have with that? Well, all my hotel videos, all the coffee shop videos, I know everyone. I know all the people that I have access to in their hotels to shoot. Because I built relationships with people, I get to know them, I become friends, and that allows me the freedom to be a travel vlogger and allow me to do what I love because of building relationships. Relationships is very important in Thai culture. Just look at how the kids and the grandparents and the teachers, just look at the level of respect they have. Government officers, you know, there's a lot of respect in relationships, and community building is very important. So if you want to get ahead, you know, if you want to get anywhere, even government offices, I mean, we got connections in the government because, we've got connections in the government, so that's why we can get inside tips, you know, when traveling or crossing borders. We've got our ear to the ground because we make the step forward to build relationships, which is very important if you're coming to retire in Thailand. So like I said, I can't stress enough, relationships are very, very important. How do you get in there is obviously through your connection, you know, through your contact in Thailand. If it's your wife, your friend, whoever your contact is, you have to work together and say, look, let's build relationships with people. You know, how do you do that? You go to a local coffee shop, you go there every day, you get to know the person. Or whether it's the market seller, you know, go to the same market seller and you'll get a discount on your bananas. You know, that's what I do. I go to the same person, I buy my bananas from them every week, and I get a discount on the bananas. The bicycle that I rent, I get a discount on it, you know, because I'm a frequent customer and I can recommend people to go there. If I forgot my wallet at home, they say, "Mai penrai, just pay when you come back." Because I have that level of leniency through building relationships. So relationships is very important towards building up your business and building up trust and establishing yourself within the business sector of Thailand. Now the fourth factor, and that's applicable to everyone, is common sense. You got to have common sense when you come here. You know, you can't just throw all your money down and think that's how I make money. I would suggest first come over here, do like a 3-6 month holiday, or whatever it takes, you know, whatever it takes. Just come and spend your time here and observe, have a look, build relationships, gather information. If it takes 2, 3, 4, 5 years, no problem. If you're 32, 33, you're working, and you're earning good money, you know, you just come over here on holiday and observe everything and find out what works for you. So I was thrown into the deep end. You know, I had to learn to swim. You know, I had to learn to dig my way out, and that's what worked for me. But you have the luxury of, if you're someone who's tired of the 9-to-5 job, if you're tired of the lifestyle that you have and you want to experience something exciting and something that pushes your boundaries, and you want to experience a different culture in another country, come over to Thailand and just do your research, observe the country, you know, don't commit to anything. Just have a look at the businesses around, do like a 2, 3, 4 year observation, you know, and then when you do feel like, okay, now's the time, whether you're 35 or 40 and you want to come over here, you've already established contacts, you've established trust, you've established relationships, you know, and common sense. You know, if you're going to get into a business, you have to think. You know, it's the same thing when you go to a car dealer. You got to have common sense. You know, you're being ripped off. Is the guy giving you the proper mileage for the car that you're buying? Yeah, there's a multitude of factors involved in business. And like I said, that's another video that needs to be addressed, because there's just so much in that of itself. But just to take down guidelines and notes, you know, the 4 big things that have worked for me to allow me to retire in Thailand is trust. Like I said, always trust is number 1. Business, relationships, and common sense. You know, try to develop these 4 sort of intuitive aspects and learn to develop them, and yeah, take a risk. Like I did, you know, stubborn ambition, follow my heart, just break free of all the shackles that were keeping me back and keeping me away from my true potential. And that in of itself allowed me to find myself in Thailand. You know, I doubt that I would have ever been able to find myself had I been stuck in the comforts of a first world country like America. Yeah. Okay guys, well, I hope that's going to help you. Those are 4 things that helped me establish myself in Thailand and allow myself to have lived here for 5 years already and to so-called retire at a young age. Which of course also has consequences. Like I said in my 3 big sacrifices video, there's that you also need to consider. So this video is really part of a trinity of videos. 3 big sacrifices when moving to Thailand, and Business Thailand, how I make my money in Thailand, and this video, how to retire young. Watch all 3 of those videos together if you're stumbling across my channel for the first time, and allow the videos to give you a context and allow you to get a bigger picture of where I'm coming from. Okay, well, I hope that video has been very helpful. Thank you very much for watching the video, and signing off from Thailand.